Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Greedfall, where we have gone through with the announcing our departure to the various diplomats, and we're now on to other things.
The merchant is there.
Okay, I like the fact, okay, so side quests don't appear on your map unless you click them to follow them. But main quests are always there. That's very nice.
Good day, my lady.
You're sick.
How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
The chainmail is noticing that the chainmail is just a texture is a slight disappointment, but animating each and every ring would be too much. Link or whatever.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Okay. We can threaten him. We can offer a bribe, but we don't have enough intuition. We can threaten a prison sentence. That's not what you would have expected to come from a charisma thing, but okay.
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay, and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lady. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
I'm not sure what I was expecting when I chose, what is this? Oh, it's a merchant. It's a crafting table. Tavern, coin guard barracks. Oh, the charlatan's over here as well. We have not found these heretics yet, though. When I picked charisma, I was not expecting to make it possible to throw my rank around easier. I imagine I still would have had that option, but I would have had a...
Come closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of science. You won't believe your eyes.
Okay.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still. This little vial is the product of years of research
I might
and
need some
intensive
science
labor.
to get this one done.
I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malichor. Alas, not yet.
Oh, that's
But
a wise thing.
your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malichor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A file only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Somebody here's a
Everything.
plant.
Absolutely everything. Except the Malichor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malichor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good
You're
deal when he
probably the
sees one.
plant.
Hurry now! There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Let me check something. I have no experience. Nice, suspicious.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Ask about nasty side effects.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning.
I
But
imagine-
as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Where's your cart? There's your cart. How do I get around to your cart? Since we're right here. Yep, that's where you are. What was it? It was... Oh, can we open this? We can. Search area. How do I search area? I have used up so much ammo in the training. Hello.
To my help, and death to the others!
Well, that was interesting. Who were you part of? Are you part of our charlatans group? Or are you entirely something else? Weird alchemist of the Alliance who rented a room upstairs specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. The old fool must not want us to accidentally break his files or something. So leave him in his filth. The customer is always right. Oh. Is there anything else going on here?
Greenblood, do you need something?
Apparently
I must
nothing.
leave you.
Aha. Pages covered small, almost illegible handwriting, experiment results, patient observations, and incomprehensible symbols. But the complexity of some recipes leaves no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and certainly very knowledgeable. Okay, let's look at what we have. What's this? Found it. Letter. Alchemical res. Okay, cool. Okay, we got crude iron ore. I'm still using the hammer. I'll probably switch to the saber at some point, but then again, having the hammer is kind of an interesting thing. Oh yeah. Our portrait is the unfinished one here. I'll read those later. We apparently have finished with reading this. I wonder where those people that tried to kill us came from.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
You know me. Interesting.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I am gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Yep. Now we're trying to find him before he gets himself killed. Hello. Just pick up gold coins and nobody... Okay.
There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this again.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Ask about his business.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Thrythlind.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
It's a fantasy RPG. We're
I
going
need to be
to
off.
see giant monsters.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Okay, I believe... Yep, he's upstairs. So we need to find a stairwell, but I believe it is time to move on to a new video. Okay, that's the stairwell down. Is there a stairwell up? Let us see. There is a stairwell up. Okay. See you in just a moment. Never mind, I have about 5 more minutes on this. Okay. We don't want to give him too much time. Let's head upstairs. Also, put the sheaf back in. Let's... Oh, it's just... Okay, cool. There we go.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce. And he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
I was suspecting something like this.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist.
We have the proof
I understand
of that.
if you don't believe me after all that. But I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Or
Perhaps,
continued use.
But you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
Can arrest him, help him leave the city.
I'm going to help you leave the city. But you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Okay. That, I think, is enough, and it's a good point. But I will do one thing. I'm going to see if there's anything in here that explains the mark on her face. Brought up by the court, at the court of the Prince d'Orsay with his son Constantin, you have benefited from the best tutors and masters of arms, as skilled in combat as in games of the mind. You have also shown early aptitudes for light magic. Your cousin has been more calm and thoughtful than ever, and you have always tried to protect him from the annoyances he has the power to attract, which has earned you the respect of your uncle, and probably the appointment as legate. In other words, the senior diplomat on the island of Thrythlind. It is with heavy heart that you will have to leave behind your mother, suffering from the Malachor and close to death, but the opportunity that is offered to you away from the deadly atmosphere of Serene to accompany your cousin to discover new shores is not one that can be refused. It probably literally isn't one that can be refused. Anyway, I think that'll be good. We have some experience now. I wonder if we got that. Anyway, we'll go on to another video. We'll try to solve some of these side quests. Talk to you then. As soon as I push the right button.